Good evening, viewers. Bearded Druid Gamer here, and tonight I have another stream of Destiny 2 for you. Tonight we're going to be streaming with our co-host Griff. Griff, go ahead.
Good evening, everybody. Thank the Druid for having me on tonight. I know we've been doing some men's mental health for the month of June, and I'm going to take over for tonight. I'm going to keep it as brief as I can, and if I get emotional, I'm going to apologize. Damn it, I wasn't going to do this.
That's right, man.
Something that a lot of men struggle with is feeling like we can't express ourselves. Whether it's feeling like we can't be upfront about who we are, about when we're sad, about when something's bothering us, or just as something as simple and to the point of this story as we feel like we can't cry in front of other people. I went to a funeral today. We're not going to get into all that, but I've got a couple of nieces and one nephew. And my nephew's around 7 or 8 years old. And we're in an auditorium for this Remembrance of Life ceremony. And all around people are crying. Men, women. And I'm at the table with my sisters and my nieces and nephew. I'm crying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an emotional kind of guy. Y'all can fuck off if you ever say men can't cry. I'm breaking that stigma. I cry in front of people. I don't consider it vulnerability. But I need other people to realize there is nothing wrong with us being able to express ourselves. And the reason that I say this is because I watched my nephew struggle in front of a bunch of people that cared about him because he felt like he couldn't cry because it wasn't manly enough for him to cry in front of other people. And that hurts. And that is where we as society and we as men and women need to step up and do better. So I just wanted to share that story because this is what we are teaching our kids and we are teaching our family. And that little boy who just wanted nothing more than to express himself felt like he had to hide it to where he ran off to go to the bathroom to be alone for a minute. And that's sad in a room full of people that love him and care about him. So just remember, as we go through this month of June for men's mental health, remember, sometimes we need that outlet, but we feel like we can't. And we need to do better because that is one of the worst feelings is when you want to be heard, but you feel like you're going to be a burden. And so you have to hide those kind of things. So on that note, wipe the tears off. Druid, let's get to going back to saving the universe.
Amen to that, brother. And just tacking on to that, man, we live in a society, I struggle with this to this day, and one of the main reasons is, Griff, I don't know about you, but I grew up in a household where it's just like, crying doesn't solve anything, and that's essentially the mentality that I grew up with, is crying doesn't solve anything, and so it's as a 30-year-old man, I'm learning that crying does solve something. It lets out emotions. It allows you to wipe your own slate clean because crying does solve things. Crying is not meant to be held in. Grown men cry, all right? So we need to stop raising our children to feel like they can't express themselves. We need to stop raising our children to feel like they don't have anything to cry about, or we need to stop raising our children to hide their emotions because here I am as, a 37-year-old man learning that there are healthy ways to express emotions. So thank you for bringing that up, Griff. But yes,
I grew up in a household. I remember. I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. My father's no longer around, but he had a rough childhood where toxic masculinity was prevalent in his thing. So I think it's on us to kind of break that cycle that's out there. But just real quickly, like you're preaching to the choir when you say that we grew up in that, because I remember the first time I cried in front of my dad when I was young, and he looked confused. Like, why are you crying? Like, I shouldn't have been crying. And something that therapy will tell you is your emotions are valid. You don't have to explain your emotions to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need to cry, do it, because like Druid said, you are letting something out that needs to be let out.
Exactly.
Are you on here yet? Because I'm still waiting to be able to join you, brother.
Yes, no, I am on here.
Oh,
We
you're
have, we
hidden,
have,
aren't you?
yeah, we have the game pulled up right now. I am not in, but no, I
Stream's
definitely
not up
agree with
either.
you. It is, I, I wouldn't say it's the first time I cried in front of my dad, but I specifically remember crying in front of it was either my dad or a male figure in my life, and
Mhm.
they they turned and looked at me and they said, um, I'm sorry. They turned and looked at me and said, "Why are you crying? You don't have anything to cry about." And that's the kind of toxic masculinity we need to get rid of. It is
Did
entirely.
you did you ever get told, "Boy, stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about"?
Yes, at,
Like, what the hell?
at least a couple times.
Look at the
Uh,
pyramid ship.
yeah, good sir.
Send
Uh,
me an invite so I can join up on you.
yes, sir. Um,
And while you're doing that, I want to check something
why
on
are
my
you
page because
hidden?
I can't remember. I'm not.
I,
You're
I,
just lame.
uh,
Do I?
I no,
I don't
you're
show
oh, there we go.
yours, do I?
What do you mean?
I do not show yours. I thought I had mine set to when I'm offline to show other people, and I can set it. And I thought I had mine setting to show you.
But before we jump away too much, I just want to say that there are resources that people can use. There are hotlines. There are things that people can use. I would encourage. Griff, you mentioned therapy. I would highly encourage anybody, even if you're not struggling with anything, I would highly encourage you to take a DBT course because it will teach you how to process difficult emotions. It'll also teach you how to handle things such as anger, frustration, depression, anxiety. It'll teach you to recognize emotions that you didn't even know you were feeling. So I would
What did you say that was?
it's called
DBT?
a DBT. D as in Delta, B as in Bravo, T as in Tango.
Uh-huh.
For
I've never
me,
heard of that before, I don't think.
yeah, for me it was a um, I want to say it was a 12-week course. No, it was longer than that. It was a 16-week course. Um, and each week was like 4 hours long. So, this
Before we
is,
jump into this,
yeah.
trying to auto host you, and I apparently don't have it set up, and I'm trying to
On,
figure it. I'll do it later.
on TikTok?
No, Twitch.
Sorry, Twitch, I mean. So on Twitch, I think it's under your settings, maybe
This is where I'm at.
under your stream settings.
I mean, I'm not too pressed about it, but I thought I had this set up already.
Or it
Yes,
might
I want
even,
to.
it might even be under your stream
report
manager.
I want to report my own stream.
What do we?
No, I don't want to do that. Stream manager.
Okay, so what do I have to do? I have to figure out what to do for this.
I'm just about to start slaying.
Attempt to commune with the traveler in the broken deep. That essentially is what it's telling me to do. My ghost is not giving me a marker.
Do you still have your extra super? The one that we picked up yesterday?
I think I switched off of it.
But do you still have it?
Yes, I do. I do still have it, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think they're telling us.
I think you have to set me up to auto host you. We'll worry about it later. Right now, we got to go save the world.
Yes.
somewhere near you. I couldn't figure out where it was, but maybe you'll have better luck. It's gotta be.
So I think we are halfway through your campaign.
Good luck.
Yes. We got to do something special. Okay, now I have a marker.
There we go. Find the. Oh yeah, this is. I remember. We are doing the 3 lost sectors to.
Yes.
So basically, okay, if I remember, so we came across that light fissure, and we got that new ability, and they're all like, "Oh my God, the Traveler's still with us." Well, yeah, we're inside of him. Duh.
Yeah.
But then everyone's like, basically, like, we need to go and find more sources of the Traveler to. I don't really remember the reasoning. I feel like this is kind of a weak point in the story. But, so what we're doing now is we are going to do 3 lost sectors to go and find, I guess, more power from the Traveler.
Is this the lost sector?
Come to me.
Okay. From my understanding, is not necessarily like the Traveler has left us. It's that we are directly connecting to the Traveler, and thus gaining more power from the Traveler.
Oh, we're in the wrong spot. Okay, follow me out of the cave.
Okay. Let me nuke these goblins, because we all hate goblins. Shield bastards.
Go away.
Okay.
If this is the one that I think it is, then yes, we got off. There we go. Yes. The reason I remember this one specifically is because I fully believe that they missed a moment here where we could have started a lost sector by going inside of one of these dinky cars.
Dingy cars.
Like, it would not have been that hard to make us, like, crouch through a car and come out the other side.
Right.
We're going to check it out.
So.
Roger, Dodger. So far, nothing out here.
It's kind of up in the air because Cade talks about how Ikora meditates with the Traveler. So, I mean, you could be right, I'm not sure. This part's pretty simple, though. The lost sectors aren't that hard. We're going to blaze through this like the fire team that we are.
Yeah. And it's not a legendary one, so, you know.
Oh, no. We are technically doing a side mission that is not actually a side mission for the campaign, so this is not legendary mode. So, you know, we're going to be right at home with our normal power levels. We're not suppressed. Just do what we do best. Nuke some kids.
Yep.
That came out.
We're not playing PvP.
Darn. I actually played PvP the night the campaign came out.
Oh, yeah?
Because despite the fact that the campaign came out, it wasn't up and ready. And I was top of the leaderboard every time. So you know something was wrong there. Alright, this is the room where I got confused, so I'll let you figure out where to go.
It's the room where you got confused. Not over here. You're probably standing where we need to go, aren't you?
Either confirm or deny anything. I'll give you until my free armor charges wear off. 2.
Okay.
1.
I don't. Interesting.
Alright, come on.
Oh,
I didn't figure it out either.
I see that.
It's
I
right
see it.
here?
I see it now. I wasn't looking up when I was over there.
Now, what's funny is when I was watching the World's First yesterday, by the way, completed at like 8 a.m. this morning, after 19 hours, I think somebody said.
Oh, jeez.
One of the spot where I was telling you that everybody was getting stuck, there was a comment that one of the hosts said was like, I bet nobody's looked up yet. And so that made me think of that when we were sitting there, because I'm like, I did not look up when I was standing over there either.
Right.
So Somebody else had to show me that little diverted area.
Interesting.
Why is he... Oh, we need to break more of the splinters.
Yep.
Eat it. Have you haven't done Gambit Vanguard Crucible
No,
since we started playing this, have you?
I have not.
Something I would encourage you to look at, just to look at it sometime, is the new Pathfinder system. I am going to murder each and every one of these weavers, so help me God.
Blame the hobgoblins.
I blame the weavers for yanking me every which way. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing it to your attention is if you need a break from the campaign or what have you, Pathfinder is our new, I don't want to call it vendor progression because it's not, but it's like the new progression system that covers the ritual activities. And it's really cool in my opinion because it's got this divergent path. I'm gonna fall. I hate this lost sector. It's got this divergent path where you start off with, I think it's 5 to 6 different options on which pathway you want to take. And it's things like in Gambit Crucible or, oh god, he's prismatic. That's not good.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting bounced around because everything.
No, I think I...
You skipped him, but that's okay. I'll murder him. Alright. If I stop getting booped around by every environmental boop there is. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have a prismatic thing, so I just skipped that guy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, a subjugator.
Yeah. Back to Pathfinder. It starts off with these things like in Gambit Crucible, whatever. Kill enemies with solar, or kill enemies with grenades. Cool. That's pretty simple. And then as you go further, it's more and more detailed and complicated and what have you. I like it though because it's not like go play 10 rounds of Crucible, go play 30 rounds of this, that, and go do strikes. I like the option more to do that. But what makes it kind of, I don't know if exciting is the right word, but what makes it kind of interesting to me is the Pale Heart as a location also has one once you beat the campaign.
Nice.
And so you will probably notice me every once in a while stopping, switching up weapons and everything. It's because I am working on some of my Pale Heart Pathfinders because that is tied to both our... Nope, not dealing with you. That is tied to both our seasonal progression as seasonal challenges and tied to some other stuff.
Okay.
So, like right now, I have one that is get scout kills while in the Pale Heart. I don't remember if it's tied to a specific location, so I'm just doing it there, but I am so tired of just everything knocking me around.
Yes.
All tire rounds, eat it. Alright, so there is your first Pale Heart Lost sector.
Interesting chest location.
I love it. Wait until we get to the maze and, like, I'm sure you're familiar with MC Escher.
We found one of the fissures.
He's,
It feels like it's being strangled.
it's the artist that makes the staircase that loops back in on itself.
The witness.
Okay.
Tightening its grip on the traveler. I ain't giving up.
There's a section that is like that, and I feel whacked out. Like if I was on hallucinogenics, which I'm not, because I don't condone drug usage watchers. But if I was on drugs, I would be tripping balls in that section.
Yes. Absolutely.
I think they did an amazing job, I will say, because I've been all over the Pale Heart at this point. The story is kind of weak in some points, but it's better than Lightfall. Um, the location, just the setting, it is top notch, guys. Um,
I have to agree.
it's not as pretty as the Root of Nightmare raid, but I think that was easier to manage because this is an open world sprawling section. You know, this is a world. Root of Nightmare is like an instance. This is something like that's massive.
With the traveler.
So,
What would
oh
you
yeah, I forgot we can do sparrows.
decide how to help? Easy. I want my
Fuck
son
that hive up.
It ain't fair. I'm
Yup.
the only one who got a second chance. Wherever I was before that wish of yours pulled me out, she was there too.
Also, since the raid has been completed,
There's
Uh-huh.
nothing down there
the
that
12
Archie
the
can't
12 man instance is available.
You ghosts are always so
The
loyal.
12-man
Nothing to do with
instance
yourselves.
of the raid?
Put you back together, is there?
Nope. So, okay. They knew there were going to be people that were not going to do the raid. So what they did was they did a follow-up to get everybody involved. And from the way I understand, the 12-man instance is the final part of fighting the big bad guy.
Whoa, no. Hold up. You told me
That
how
way,
these litterbugs work
we get everybody involved, even the non-raiders, because let's be honest, raiding can be difficult for some people.
But it's still a 12-man raid.
It's not a raid, it's an encounter.
What do you
I
mean?
think it's literally... I haven't done it, so I can't speak to it yet, but the understanding that I took away from it is that I don't know if I would assume it has to be matchmaking. There's no way, like, we're gonna find 12 people when we can't even do raids half the damn time. The understanding that I have, though, is it is basically a 12-man. This is the final step of defeating the big bad guy. But I don't know yet, and I haven't also spoke to anybody that has tried it. So I can't give details, and I wouldn't even if I had, like, actual details, but I just wanted to say that one of the final pieces of the puzzle is in play now.
Oh.
If you look at, well, you can't see it yet because you're not there. There was after you completed the story before, there was an objective that says finish the final shape, and it was like how much of the extra content have you done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it was just like the actual objective was be prepared. By the way, Lucent Hive,
Yes.
my ghost, Crunchy. Ugh. But it was prepare, basically. When I logged in when I got home this morning, or this evening from the funeral, it was no longer prepare. It was something like finish the final shape or something, equally dramatic. We are looking for these green pools right here to give us that light shield breaker.
Oh, okay.
And since those guys spawn there, I will toss that to give us a moment. I think this one's on a platform somewhere.
What do
I
you mean?
just don't
The
remember
crystal? I
where.
destroyed it already.
Oh, okay, cool. So we already got the thing that we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that green thing you just jumped into is what's giving us that light shield breaker thing, and we need to collect 3 of them to
Okay.
basically advance the objective here. Also, Lucent moths are back for this, so be careful for the explodies.
Yeah.
They don't do a whole lot, but, you remember how it was to be, doing stuff and then having something explode in your face. Probably
Yeah.
happens with you a lot.
Up on me?
I see, yeah, there's one, and then if you do a 180 where I'm killing that knight, there's the third one. I can actually get some invis right now from that. Interesting side story, while I was driving,
Uh-huh.
I reconnected in a way with an old colleague from when I worked at Amazon. I don't want to say we had a falling out because it's not like we ever actually had like a fight or anything, but there just came a point in time where we just stopped talking. I
Uh-huh.
think he moved to another job, and neither one of us continued trying to maintain the friendship. He and I started to reconnect today, and he's good people. His girlfriend's good people, and so probably over the next couple of days, I'm gonna start reaching out to them and see about us being able to play with them because they're pretty active. I will say when I was talking to him about it though, he was like most of the people in his clan group, whatever you want to call it, are people that he knows in real life, which I think is cool. But he says some of them aren't. But anyway, I'm trying to find us some folks to play with more actively for when we are on.
True.
Because I was telling him, like, you know, I don't get to really do raids because the clan that I joined were mostly parents, and you know, it just never lines up. We are still looking for one.
Oh, see, my problem is usually most of the clans that I join are, it's over.
East Coast.
Yeah, are all East Coast.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I need some West Coast clans.
The East Coast. Just saying.
Away from my kids.
No. There was a. Do you remember that conversation we were having earlier about Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, here I go dying again.
Don't go dying on me.
Where is your cash at? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Crap, I activated. Oh well. So this lock sector is done.
Sorry, I had to nuke that night.
Yeah, you're fine.
I nuked him with a sniper rifle to the dome.
It's being restrained like the others. I don't think it's what we need.
Well, you know what they say. Third time's the charm.
You heard him, Guardian. Glint has
Don't
one
mind
more
me.
telemetric we can check. And if the witness has corrupted that one too?
Hey now, no spiraling into despair. We don't have that kind of luxury. Let's rendezvous at Glint's coordinates, figure out what to do when we get there.
Oh, you know what
Do
they
you want to
say.
play with my feathered friend?
Oh, there we go.
Alright, so pulse rifle, scout rifle. Wait, I'm using a pulse. Oh, I have to use it in specific locations.
Womp womp.
Well, something else that's interesting. I have it pulled up, but you can't see it.
This is the last one.
But
Let's get
so it's one of those things where it starts off with,
Was it the
let's see, 1, 2, 3. It starts with 6, and then the next column is 5, 4, 3, and then the one column is your reward. But let's say I complete something in column 3. It will give you progress to it. You just have to get to the node before it to actually be able to claim it. So it's pretty cool, and it also does it retroactively. So like, let's say I have something that I don't technically quote unquote like highlight or activate, but I'm getting pulse rifle kills. It will give me credit for those pulse rifle kills. I just have to get to the node before it to claim it. Where are you going, good sir?
Up.
The movie?
Yes.
Okay, I see where your marker is.
I see you.
I will be there. Yeah, I just went straight through the middle. That's why I didn't climb.
Yeah. Excuse me.
That's
Can you
okay.
mantle, please?
Oh yeah, the mantling is super not as cohesive as it normally is in the final shape.
Yeah.
There are definitely sections where, as my Titan,
Oh, I
I
see it.
completely hated it. It's just this patch of green right here.
We're here.
Damn it.
I'm picking up taken energy signatures.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, your hunter jump bumped me out of my glide.
Could be an uncorrupted fissure.
Do better.
Our last opportunity to
Stupid fucking robot. Sorry.
I mean, I could have jumped on your head and pushed you down.
Yeah, except it wouldn't have, because, you're light like a feather.
Yes, like your feathery friend.
Like my feathery friend.
There's a high light bearer down here, a wizard. And it's... Wait, it's helping us? It's
Oh.
fighting the
Plot
Taken.
twist!
This one is not your enemy. This one will assist you. But you must hurry. The Taken are converging on what you seek.
Side note, my theories about those cubes that have the colored circles and stuff on them,
Uh-huh.
were wrong. So I still have no fucking clue what they are.
Ah.
I thought... Oh, hold on, we got a prismatic. Let me build this up. There's Grims up here. Can you take care of them?
Yep.
Okay. So, when you switch to prismatic, let's say these guys,
Oh god,
you
there's a
don't
ton
have...
of them up here, by the way.
That's fine. I got time. Let's say that you do not have a prismatic drop point like we normally do in the campaign. What you do is you just fire on the prismatic assholes like normal, and you get what I think is like a bonus build up to your gauge for the purpose of being able to break it. So like I've noticed like when I am shooting a prismatic person and I'm not fully like transcendent, it fills that gauge up like almost instantaneously.
Interesting.
I'll take care of the eyes.
I took care of the hobgoblin.
Fuckers. Ogre down.
Another Osteostigma level up.
Everything's dead. They just don't realize it yet.
Yep.
One of the coolest things about this build is almost everything I do gives a debuff. Anytime anything dies from any debuff, I go invisible. Which in turn makes my void weapons give a debuff. From the volatile rounds, so kinda love it.
Oh, they shot me out of the air.
I saint it. And they're dead. Revenge for the fallen god.
Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull god.
Skulls for the dice gods.
I swear, I would love to do a paladin build. And when they get asked what god, and when they ask what god you worship, just say blood for the blood god, skull for the skull gods.
And then pull out the skull dice. I don't need you jumping on the face.
Just have them go, WTF, mate. Those goblins, I swear, I'm gonna nuke the goblins.
I'm telling you, dude, it's so much bullshit.
Big guy's down.
We access our... Yep, collect your loot. I'm pretty sure these guys keep spawning for a while. Oh, yeah. Luzaku's on our side. Don't shoot Luzaku.
How did you get here?
Infiltrated the Black Fleet at the Witch Queen's command. Drawn here when the vessel passed the threshold. The sky, the light calls to this one. The gardener's touch is here, brimming with life.
Gardener? You mean the traveler drew you
Yes,
here?
traveler.
Are we not all
Why don't you hydrate, mate? Yes, sir.
If this is a trick,
The sky is too
Glug, glug,
bright
glug.
here for shadows of deception. Do the gardener's bidding. This one will not interfere with its
The
message.
sky is too bright here for the shadows of deception.
we're clear for you
Man,
to
I see
transmit
shadows
input.
everywhere.
This fissure hasn't been infected yet.
Alright, so examine the fissure.
Yes.
Oh, holy shit, Kate, hi.
Yeah, they just
Oh,
showed up behind you. They just showed up behind you.
3 greatest hunters ever. And then some creepy alien witch behind you.
It's,
Yeah, do a 180.
it's a child's voice.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, it's whispering something. Crow, why did you murder the handsomest hunter and soul? Bastard.
Fucking Cade.
Wait.
Oh,
You hear that?
Kate's my spirit animal.
Come on, knock it off.
No, I'm serious this time. No,
Gasp.
Hello? Oh, hey! You're here too. Great. Maybe we can... What the hell? Alright, Cora's gonna love this.
Devotion.
Ooh.
Bravery.
So that scene right here, that happened in the past.
Yes.
That was when zebra rats tried to invade the last city.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
The Guardian Tenants.
Hi.
Sontets? Is that really you?
I'm what you wanted me to be.
Can't believe I'm watching a robot cry right now.
I know. You've been here before. You will be here again. You just don't remember. You can't. What comes from the light returns to the light.
Well, what if what I want is to stay here? With you?
If that's the fate you make. But you're always with me, Cade. Guardians, ghosts, the Traveler. We're all connected. We're...
Not dead.
Devotion, bravery, sacrifice.
The Guardian Tenants. I know. I know. I heard you the first time, but you forgot one. It's... No!
all see that?
No! No!
Kate, what happened? What did you see?
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't!
Yes.
No.
At least I think so. I think when the witness does his squinty eyes, we all are affected because we're all in the Pale Heart.
Yes.
But I don't know because they don't generally
Devotion, bravery,
elaborate.
sacrifice.
So,
I saw her. I saw her on my Sundance. The witness kicked me out before I could get anything else.
Take your time. You can tell us more when you're ready. Luzaku, thank you. What will you do now?
Contemplate.
sit on my fucking thumbs.
Plan.
Meditate.
This one's place is here.
Sit on her fucking thumbs as she keeps awkwardly twitching at us. Did I do scout rifles yet?
You're staying to protect this place?
No, okay, so I didn't do scout rifles.
They attacked us.
We are all our own individuals.
I went swimming already, thank you.
This one cannot control them. They do as they feel is right. This one does not agree.
We should get back to
Fine, I'll
Zavala
just work
and
it out.
Ikora and tell them what we found.
Walk in the sky, guardians.
Walk in the sky.
Foreshadow?
No, I just think it's an interesting, phrasing? Motto? Mantra?
Okay.
Whatever you want to call it? Walk in the sky. I'd rather not. That sounds like a Nimbus kind of thing.
Alright, well, we gotta talk
I
to
don't
our
like that
ghost.
guy.
I don't know what to say.
You gotta talk to your ghost.
The message Cade relayed. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice.
Next up, we have a
We all
strike to
know the
participate
Guardian
in.
Creed, and the last word is death. I was hoping for more. I know you were too.
I mean, devotion, bravery, sacrifice, is there really need for death? Because
what it might mean.
devotion, bravery,
I-
sacrifice,
okay.
death is a part of sacrifice, so
I'm
is it?
not, I mean,
What he needed to hear.
yes and no. I wouldn't necessarily agree that the sacrifice is
We don't
implied.
make it out of
But the
here.
thing that I don't understand is
I
we've
want
been
you to
playing
know
since
that
the D1
I
days.
don't regret any of it.
I don't remember death ever being a part of it.
We're
Because maybe it's a
all
lost part
connected.
of it.
His vision showed Cade that too. Nothing has
Maybe,
ever
I don't
felt
know.
more
I
true,
just,
except knowing you were my
I'm
purpose.
thinking there's
Right from your
some
bones. We're in this together,
thing
Guardian. Until
that
the
we're
end.
missing. I don't know. Let me know when we're moving because I'm looking at my finishers.
Well, I have to listen to the radio message now.
Okay, no, you're fine. I just wanna.
God finally speaks.
Finishers cost as much as regular cosmetics, dude.
No. If it demanded death, then I wouldn't be here. The Traveler brought us together. That's not nothing. That's not death. I knew the moment I found you that we were made of the same stuff. Part of you called to a part of me. Nothing can break that. I've seen you at your lowest moment. When Hakim died. When you begged me to bring him back. You wanted to give up the light. You raised your gun. I'm sorry. I understood. I was grieving too. If we could get
What?
whatever you
It's
need
just a
to do,
stump. That's dumb.
I'll be with you. Start to finish. That's what the Traveler wants from us. You keep me steady, Taj. When no one else can.
Went through all the finishers that I could see, and I don't like. I like
And it's what
one
you
of
want
them.
to do. Let's go. Commander. You've got a mission to lead.
Maybe two, and that's 800 fucking silver a piece. Where's your next boss?
Question to this little
Hey,
flag right here.
it's the strike.
Clear a path through a blighted past and uncover a long buried past. It looks like the strike, yes. Liminality. Interesting.
What's that?
I don't know. I just think it's an interesting name.
You want to look at some interesting names? Look at the names for each step of the campaign.
Oh, Phoenix Fall was awesome. Are you looking at my stream?
I am.
Did you see the armor?
Which one's Phoenix Fall?
Uh,
Oh, dear Phoenix.
Guardian.
yeah.
It's not symmetrical!
It's fucking badass, though!
Mm-mm. You already know.
Well, nothing is symmetrical, really, in Destiny, right? Unless you're playing Titan. Sorry, Titans are
My armor that I'm
symmetrical.
wearing right now is.
Well, one out of how many Hunter sets? I just
Oh,
vaulted
way
over
too
you,
fucking
thank
many.
you.
Way too many. There are so many pieces that look almost badass, except they're not symmetrical.
Yes.
Heart is no way back.
Enjoying the chaos, no doubt.
Oh,
Guardian down.
I got the bluey.
yeah, you gotta watch out for those moths.
Yeah, do not miss that crap.
Taken wizard up ahead. It's not attacking us, but I think it's the
Do
source
you
of that
remember
sludge blocking our
Indiana
way.
Jones and Temple of Doom?
A guard
Yes.
left by the witness.
Okay.
We're on the right track.
I stand here. I stand here now.
The wizard's down and the way is clear.
Know what you're standing on?
Work.
A worm.
Kara proved to be helpful.
Ahamkara.
For opportunities to use them.
An Ahamkara skull.
It's not like you to
Ah.
encourage recklessness, Zavala.
It's not like you, Ikora, to lecture on recklessness.
I'll also listen to mommy and daddy fighting at the dinner table.
Yes.
You chose the most dangerous. Why?
Isn't this the sort of risk you've always demanded I take?
Okay, Goliath. Executed. Wait, are we supposed to go back that way? I think we went a bit further than we were supposed to go.
Yes, sir. That's alright. It happens. And in the aquarium cages to your lesson, right, you'll see just some genuinely fucking creepy shit.
Yeah. I was noticing that for a second.
There's one that's just like a super overgrown arm.
Yes.
Also, this strike has one of my favorite lines in all of Final Shape. But we're
Is
not
it
there yet. Yes, we have a brief interaction with Ikora, and every time I hear it, it makes me chuckle.
Huh. Oh. The cursed thrall can F right off.
Sometimes when I go invisible and they follow me without attacking me, it's just mildly fucking creepy.
Follow you without attacking. Just like looking
Like,
at
at
you.
night, he spawns and he's just like following me. Also, yeah, we don't need to jump out into the abyss.
Okay.
As all three of us just did. Turn to your left and follow the path.
It's about hitting
I was following you. Okay,
Jump on the claws, don't
Yep.
jump on the hands.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting again.
All strike long. I don't remember if he has a 5-second timer, if I need to actually give... Okay, he's about a 5-second timer.
Ikora, should we be worried about the pulsing Ahamkara guts in the walls?
You should
Always be worried when there are guts in the walls.
Tormentor, ahead.
Best line ever!
I have taken essence.
So you should take that taken essence and you should put it on an Ahamkara skull. And in the main chamber.
Apparently I died.
Oh yeah, let me do this because I've never done this.
Yeah, like
Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
By the way, remember how I told you that the one dev was all like, this strike is gonna make people cry on Grandmaster?
Uh-huh.
This is what she was talking about.
Yes.
I like how she then followed up with, I've got 7 gilded. Well, maybe you need to fucking touch grass, chick.
Heh. Oh, you're special. That you have insider information about it.
So now we're gonna go down into another layer of the temple.
Guardian, between you and me, I like Zavala's moxie.
Watch out for moving objects.
This ain't him.
They are closer than they appear.
Be worried. I got a bad feeling too.
Yeah, that hand is put there for people that don't have the awesome hunter jump.
Well, I whiffed my whatchamacallit.
This doesn't look like any place I've ever seen. Taking signatures. They're everywhere.
A to the high ground. Need a very specific roof, and I can't remember which one it is.
We gonna play Floor is Lava?
No, we're not gonna play the floor is lava, because the floor literally is gonna be lava. And you die so fast from it.
Yes.
It's worse than touching fire in Nio.
Yes.
I say as I fall on the ground and, like, frantically jump back up. Okay, you need to die before I lose my buff. Good boy. Fine. What is hitting me? Just sit right there, boy. Oh crap, he moved, didn't he?
I do believe he moved.
I think he's dead.
There's a whole town down here. The architecture looks pyramidal, but it's different. Older.
Something from the witness's past. Buried and abandoned in this mountain. Find out what it's hiding.
But be careful. We still don't know enough about its origins.
Ah, fuck that, I have plot armor.
Yes.
Give yourself to darkness. Only
Probably Murphy?
will you find the answers.
Investigate the veiled statue.
Did you hear that? It spoke to us. It wants to help. Just as I told you before.
Or it could be a trap. Listen to yourself, Zavala. I've known you for hundreds of years, but right now, I don't even recognize you.
You just don't like it when people change.
I don't like change that can cost lives.
That isn't your decision to make. When we faced Sabathoon, you took unimaginable risks.
That's enough. Focus on the mission. Get your eyes up each other's throats and put them back on that tormentor.
Yes.
So I've said it once, and I know I'll say it again, but if Cade is the voice of reason, we're fucked.
Cade is the voice of reason, but also knows that he needs to get Zavala's shit in gear, because he's not cut out for it.
Well, right now, I mean, they both have points. By the way, that's what happens when you touch lava for too long. They
Oh.
both have points, but like the frustration is setting in for Zavala, and I think we're past the point where he literally says, you know, what is the Traveler doing for us right now? You know, the witness is tempting us, and we're gonna say no because we know that that's the right thing. But what is the Traveler doing? And in a sense, you know, he's right. So Zavala is feeling the frustration of all that. But at the same time, like Ikora just said, I don't even recognize who you are, and I've known you for hundreds of years. So it's a precarious position, you know, for the Vanguard, and a part of it that they don't talk too much about in this section is the fact that, you know, there used to be 3 of them, and they were a balance. And then Cade was gone, and let's be honest, Zavala and Ikora are not exactly practical jokers. They are very, very serious. They're different individuals, but they both are cut from the same cloth. They are both very, very serious individuals, honestly, that seem like they're fucking serious all the time. So, when Cade died in Forsaken, you know, I feel like the balance has been out of whack ever since. And so, now we come to a series of events where, honestly, they probably just need to take a fucking break, but they can't. And it's just overwhelming for them. There is an absolute ton of orbs. Did you pop super?
Nope. That's just me making orbs.
Okay, cool. Why am I not making orbs off of Void right now? Alright, you're going in the butthole. I'll let you go there. My knife trick didn't work again. I don't know what the hell is going on. Things hitting me, I don't like it. Tormentor's back.
Still immune? No, he's immune because of the...
he's a boss tormentor, so we actually have to follow the.
Unfortunately.
Looks like the hive finally caught our wuss.
Oh, look, another boss within a boss.
Uh-huh. Decent highs at that, by the way. Or maybe this isn't the part where there's Lucent Hive for that. But there's definitely fucking monks!
Yep, that there is.
There we go, with the Weavers pulling me again.
Yep, same here.
Subjugator down.
Okay.
Tormentor's gonna be popping in a second.
Why is he immune again?
He's not. Boss Tormentors can only be hitting their shoulders and their chest plate.
Ah.
Straight completed.
Yay!
We did it. The way is clear.
Got a strange coin.
Give yourself to darkness.
Yep,
Only
because
there will
guess
you
what,
find the
buddy?
answers you seek.
We're going back to going to Zer with strange
We've
coins.
had since we arrived.
What about Cade's vision? We should follow the path the Traveler has laid for us.
How are we supposed to do that when all it gives us is more riddles? Devotion, bravery,
Oh, let me sit.
sacrifice. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but the Traveler wants you alive.
No! You do! That's what you want, Ikora. You once told me that to do nothing is cowardice. And now, you'd rather lose everything than to risk making the wrong move. But you aren't even thinking about that. You're just afraid to lose me like we lost Cade. Commander, you're out of line! Stay out of this! You weren't there. You don't know what happened when you died on us.
You're right. I can't lose you, Zavala.
Someday you will. And you'll have to learn to live with that.
Find a different emote for my womp womp emote.
So I told you, this campaign gets heavy.
Yes. It certainly does. Oh, look.
Excellent work. Answers are finally within our reach. Give yourself to darkness.
Zavala,
Okay, Goliath.
this is reckless. And that's coming from me. You're not just going to let him do this.
No one lets me do anything. I am Vanguard Commander, and you
Son
will
of.
follow my orders.
Whoops.
And we're your friends. We can find another way. The Traveler...
The Traveler can't help us.
Here he goes.
It could never help us.
I gave it
fucking
everything I
shit.
had.
Everything I had. And it keeps taking.
Oh, hairline.
You have us. You have Kate back. Your fire team.
He just wants his kid and Sophia back.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants. Nothing will be good enough until he gets them back.
Not even his hairline.
Not even his hair.
I think in one of the episodes further down the line, they should give Zavala a wig.
Right? For
I
Halloween.
would lose my... He just shows up at the tower with, Crow's hairstyle. I
Right?
was trying it on.
Trying on a new look.
You good there?
I am now, just, coughing up a lung.
Oh, okay.
Righty. Now we talked Ghost.
Bad news. The commander's left camp alone without his ghost. Tarj needs our help tracking him down. Zavala believes he'll find the witness's weakness by giving himself to darkness. We knew what the risks were when we came here. That we might not all make it back out. Zavala better than anyone. I know he's trying to protect us by going alone. It's why he left Tarj behind. He pretends he's dismissed Cade's vision, but we've both seen what's behind his eyes. Zavala is ready to embrace his final death, just for a chance to destroy the witness. He needs us.
So now I get no hesitation.
That's your healer gun. The damage from it, not the greatest, but when you hit fire and shoot me, I gain life back. And if you roll with the physic perk, when you heal me, you get restoration as well. Go ahead and pull up your roll for me so I can see it. Nope, you got demolition and surrounded, so you got grenade energy and more damage when you have people around you.
Yeah. Not a horrible roll, but probably not the best roll for this gun.
No, you do not want surrounded, in all honesty. I think physic is column 1. Let me see mine. Yeah, physic is column 1, so... Personally, that's my choice, because I like it.
I mean, it makes sense for the support weapon.
It does, it's underwhelming with its damage. Is my only complaint.
Yes.
But I mean, it also makes sense if it did too much damage, then that would shift the meta.
Yeah.
Everybody would be rocking Band-Aid guns.
Yes.
I don't
Alright.
know where we're going.
Help Tarj find Zavala before it's too late. Continuing the legendary campaign difficulty.
Oh yeah, so Zavala, in all of his Zavala-ness, decides to march onward without his fucking ghost! Why is my computer lagging? Because it's at 99% fucking capacity. Give me just a second before we move forward. I'm gonna do a quick restart on my computer because something is eating up my resources.
Why don't you just open up the,
Because I can't tell because it's saying it's only Google Chrome doing it, but it can't be only Google Chrome eating up 99% of the memory.
maybe. Okay.
See, the other thing is if Steam's running in the background and it's doing anything at all, that could be it. but it doesn't always show me that it's Steam. That's what I'm just doing. We can go ahead and continue, but there will be a section where my capture card picks up for a second. Like, right there. As I say that.
There's a storm gathering. You can feel it in the air. The closer
I
we get
can
to the
feel
monolith,
it
the more
coming
powerful
in
witnesses
the
influence
air
becomes.
tonight.
It's interfering with my ability to track the commander. He won't respond when I hail him.
Really? No backup there?
He turned away from
Thanks,
me.
buddy.
I don't know what he plans to do. He won't
Appreciate
let anything
that.
stop him.
Sorry, I was stepping on my face with Cheetos.
Nope, there is no excuse to leave your guy hanging.
Commander back there, kid.
Disappointed.
Let's go.
Ikora's not coming?
No, just you and me.
You can't blame her.
Harsh. What did Zavala say?
I was half listening too, by the way.
I'm going for a walk. Look after them.
Guardian, you join up with Tarj. Kate and I will bring up the rear. Take down anything that's standing between Zavala and his ghost.
He told me you were trying. I'm not gonna be able to get this out of my head now. See, everybody knows it for that part, but depending on who does the cover, it is a very, very good song.
Yes.
I
I like the original.
I don't get me wrong, I do appreciate the original. That said, there are some amazing covers out there.
I can see it I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Alright.
One of my favorites is actually Daughtry's cover of it.
Of course.
Listen, have you heard it?
It's Daughtry. That's all you
But
have to
have
say.
you heard it? It's not because it's Daughtry though. Like, don't get me wrong, Daughtry is one of my favorite artists.
Uh-huh.
That said, Daughtry has some trash fucking songs.
True.
There are more of them.
There's one album that he put out that there is not a single redeeming song on that entire fucking album.
Come on, let's establish a
And
rapport.
I gave it 2 chances. I put it down for like a month, picked it back up, and was like, nah, dude, you missed something here.
You ever buy you ever buy an album for one song and realize you hate every other song on the album?
No, because I have Spotify, so I don't buy albums anymore.
Where is he?
I mean, this is back in the day when Spotify didn't
Pay
exist.
attention. Sorry.
Without you, he will become one among its many.
What the hell does that mean? Did you do something to him?
Those who have not yet been culled from the collective will guide him. We who have been bound will lead you. You must break through.
So is that an offer to help? Hello? Pointing to our doom. Let's go.
Okay. So there's some people in the darkness that want to fight against the witness? Is that what I'm getting at? Is that what I'm getting?
So this is a very, very big plot point. So give me a moment to constructively answer this without giving anything away.
Okay, well, hold on. My understanding, from what you told me, the witness is a collective of people combined into one person.
One, and I wouldn't even call it a person. I would
one
use
entity.
the term entity.
One entity.
Yes.
Therefore,
Yes.
it stands to reason that there are some people that do not like being a part of this entity. Therefore, it stands to reason.
Logical, yes.
Therefore, it stands to reason that these statues may allow us to communicate with these individuals
So you are on the right track, and the only thing that I will say is that notice every time we have interacted with the darkness in a helpful manner,
That storm.
it has been through a veiled witness statue.
It's building, growing stronger. Good. If the witness doesn't want us to come this way,
Not the witness
we're on the right
himself,
track.
a veiled witness statue.
Interesting.
Remember when we got stasis? Oh,
It was through a pyramid shard.
but we communicated with a veiled witness statue.
Yes.
Stick with me on this. There's going to be ogres that spawn on the right-hand side, and there's going to be a lot of thralls. Do not move forward. I'm actually waiting for something to trigger real quick before I start doing this, but I think I killed all the thralls that I didn't mean to kill. Fuck it, I'll just do it. Because this is another restricted section,
Uh-huh.
and it's we're kind of on a very linear path before we get out of the section. Fuck. Yep, I didn't get volatile rounds, so I couldn't do what I normally do with my
We who have been bound.
edge
Sounds like
transit.
those statues are prisoners of the witness, just as Zavala believed. I hope he feels vindicated.
The statue said that Zavala will become one among its many. Was that a threat or a warning?
We'll need to find another.
I did it in the wrong order again.
Judging by the guards,
Fair time with these rings.
contact is in here.
This is another section where this game is very, very aggravating.
Yes. There's a bound chieftain in the middle.
Yep. We're about to get a subjugator or two here in a minute that will just completely annihilate us.
Yes. Oh, and of course you're trapped too.
Hmm? And it's a stasis subjugator, so watch out for the freezing spheres.
Yeah. He's down. Nothing like a grenade launcher to take care of them.
Oh yeah, I had volatile rounds and my mag was overflowed, so he took like 13 frickin' edge transits to the face.
Summon Tarj.
You want to help us find Zavala? Fine. But it's your fault we're in this mess. Why did you reach out to him in the first place?
Our voices are many, but our voices are weak. It's too bright here. Give yourself to darkness. In darkness, our voices will be heard.
Do you think we can trust them?
Any sign of the commander?
Ikora, you came.
Of course I came. It's my fire team.
And a fire team's a
Glad
family.
you
No sign of
came.
Zavala yet.
But he was right about the statues.
Howling Plague of the
Trying to help
Witness.
us.
Yeah, you're outside the temple.
Is that a good thing?
I think it just suppresses our regeneration.
Ow. But don't get hit.
I mean, we're not having a hard time in this section, so I don't think I worried about it. We're just in a section of the Pale Heart where it is inhospitable to us. These sections have an absolute ton of people in them, so just take it slow. They
Yeah.
are multi-leveled.
Mm-hmm. And respawn restricted, as I see.
Mm-hmm. You got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Got 3 or 4 up top. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing that I really like about my Void Invisibility is it also highlights targets within a certain area of me. And so it kind of lets me scout out.
Oh my god, come on!
What did you die from?
A guy up top?
I've had enough of this. Commander, come in. Commander, answer your comms now. This is the last time I let him walk away from me.
Come to me.
The last statue said they can only speak to us in darkness. That makes me think they still have some connection to the witness.
Something that's made up of 1 million individuals is bound to have a few dissenting voices.
We are the shame our witness could not bear to reckon with. So the first knife cut us out. Exiled until we are deemed worthy. Imprisoned until we can be reintegrated into the final shape.
Interesting. First, the knife cut us out. The first knife cut us out. So there was multiple knives?
That part kind of is ambiguous. Because
yeah, I'm just venting. Thinking out loud.
veiled witness people are still technically a part of the witness. But what I think is they are not... God, they hit hard. I think when he says cut us out, I think the witness still has access to their power, but they are not part of the... let's call it just like the collective mind that seems to make up the witness now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not regenerating at all right now.
Yep. Neither am I.
Once we get inside, hold on, don't go forward.
Yep.
Let me think the best way for me to do this. Just need to go invisible. Need an enemy. Damn it! What the hell?
What?
There's a non-exotic wither horde?
What?
Hold on. Hold the fuck up.
No,
This
hold
might
on.
be a game
Come here.
changer.
Where are you? Lost signal? Is that the one you're using?
It is a non-exotic wither horde, dude.
Hard launch, implosion rounds, quick draw, unrelenting.
It doesn't last
Ra
as long,
rapid.
but holy.
Yeah, rapid final blows cause
It's the
target to
area
explode.
denial frame.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Not exactly a wither horde, but you know.
No, but I mean, for the intents of the conversation.
Yes.
I really need this enemy to stop moving. I can't tell if it's good or not, because on one hand, you know, we are in legendary campaign.
True.
It looks cool as hell. Statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna mess around with Rufus's Fury somewhere. Get us some hatchlings.
You were once part of the witness. Can you just tell us how to defeat it?
We are bound. There is no other way. Give yourself to darkness. Give yourself to darkness and see. Your commander needs the light. You will set us free. You will set us all free.
So the commander.
Why would the witness imprison its own like this?
I don't know.
The
Hold on.
witness seeks to control what it can't change, and to change what it can't control. That's the purpose of the final shape.
It's afraid.
You couldn't have stopped him, Sarge.
True.
We're about to come up on a very
Can't be
important
snapped by
cutscene.
much. Here's my commander. I watch out for him. I praise him when he falls. When a Guardians run amok, what happens? They seek an audience with something that punched a hole in the Traveler.
So I'm thinking.
Oh, that's dangerous.
The statues are saying that we need to give ourselves to the darkness, but we also need to keep our ghost with us because our ghost keeps us connected to the light, and if we're not connected to the light, we're going to lose ourselves in the darkness and essentially become bound to the witness.
You're overthinking.
Probably. The bound
The
chieftain up there.
dissenting faction, let's call it, is still bound to the witness entity through what I assume would just be the magic of the ritual that made the witness. When we get to the cutscene where the witness is interacting with Zavala, it'll all make sense.
Okay.
Which we should be getting very soon.
We're not strong enough to lead you. Your journey is close to an end. Help me out. We're not strong enough.
I don't think any of us are strong enough to do this alone.
Unfortunately, Zavala forgot that when he left without me.
Yes, he did.
But that's why I'm here, to remind him.
I bought a new pillow today for like a throw pillow to have on my couch.
Uh-huh.
And it's a really, really comfortable one. But it's also one that I don't want touching me when I'm warm. And I did not think that through.
Yeah. True.
In
Very
winter,
true.
I bet it's gonna be my favorite fucking pillow ever to take naps on. Right now, oh my god, I can't stand it. Alright, this section is absolutely horrendous. Stick with me. It's more killing things, getting the symbol, but it's a lot of enemies. So...
Yep, wizard almost took me out.
Wasn't a wizard, was it? A shrieker?
Nope.
Oh, no, it was both. Yeah, like, I'm taking damage, and I don't even know what's shooting me right now, so...
The shrieker on the right. Be down. And I missed those shots.
Strongest fucking acolyte ever, dude.
It's dead.
Alright, regroup. Reload. I don't have volatile rounds. Where are you at? Alright.
Right with you.
I'm gonna go prismatic. I thought we had more enemies here in the center. We're just gonna go directly across.
Okay. Watch out for the cursed thralls, by the way.
Yeah, I see them. I'm trying to pop. There it goes. That's what I was waiting for. The only enemy I'm seeing right now is this wizard.
Okay. Thrall.
Thralls.
Just one.
Down.
It.
Reload.
Thralls.
Yep. Back here.
Gonna say I'm scared.
Alright, so we got a wizard on the left with 2 of them. We got a knight in the middle and a knight on the right.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a wizard. The wizard left went center.
Yep.
Here we go. Hyper fucking mobile.
Trying to take out these knights. Okay.
Reset the center.
Rolls.
Rolls.
Tormentor, yay. Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh. You got us both.
It was at the same time.
Mm. My Dawnblade's got a... Not a... Cooldown's not as long on Dawnblade as the other supers. Ready?
What is it, Well?
Yeah.
I mean, it's because Will's trash now.
Yeah.
Curtain left.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw Will down, because it's not like we're not gonna get more orbs. Right? Oh god. Curse thralls.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, this is Streaker Central here.
Yep. Oh my god, come on. Fantastic. Freaker's down. Stuff.
Save the rest of my grenade launcher rounds for the Tormentor. And let's see what we can get going on in here. Loading. Damn it, he didn't have the debuff still. Is it just the wizard?
Yeah.
Alright. No bueno.
Yep.
There it goes, okay. Oh, mother!
What happened to you?
He started moving back towards me and I was firing edge transit, so I got hit by the blast.
Ah.
Shit pisses me off so much.
That may have been my fault.
No, the unit's just an asshole. Alright, there's enemies in the center.
Yes.
Alright. Let's go to opposite ends so that the torment. I mean, neither one of us has a fucking revive, so it doesn't matter. But if we go opposite ends, I think what we can do there is, we can kind of juggle them.
Okay.
Or freeze them in mid fucking air. That's a new one. He's on me. So I'm just gonna run a lap. Activate Transcendence.
Ooh, that could hurt.
Coming for you.
Oh god, he's coming for me.
Jumping.
There is enemies over here.
Oh, don't touch me.
Don't touch my no-no zone.
Oh shit, he's coming for me. No.
Oh, dude, everything needs to be fucking reloaded.
I just got slammed into a wall going Mach 90.
He's coming for you. Oh, he grabbed you.
I'm dead. I'm dead. There's no way I'm not dead unless you can interrupt him, right? Oh, oh, oh. Kill him! Kill him! Do all the things.
Ah! Yeah!
Fucking right. Oh wait, I can't. My dick's on your fucking dead head.
Concentrate on him.
I feel better.
You can.
Alright.
Feel for his life.
Ah, you there's the fucking shrimp!
Tarsh, it's okay if you can't find Zavala. We're past
Okay, I
the
feel
storm,
better.
but something could still be throwing
Drag my
off.
nuts across his face.
Even if that isn't the case, you don't have to know your guardian by his light.
And how would you feel?
Go on.
Were you in my shell? You scoured the earth for years. Nothing of being feeling
Facet of blessing.
lonely, losing faith, but eventually, miraculously, finding your mark. And you spend years more.
I don't use blessings, but
watching them fight and die.
Melee final
Which one's
blows
blessed?
start health regeneration. While
oh
transient,
yeah, I don't use that one.
yeah, while transient, melee final blows start health regeneration for you and nearby allies.
And yet you're not sure
So because I've been focusing on the legendary campaign, I have not started looking into stuff like that. I've been sent like 3 fucking builds that I have not looked into yet. But until we really get into like the meat and bones of the post content,
We got your back, buddy.
Ghost.
if you're not gonna get a kill with that ability, I wouldn't fucking worry about it. And let's be honest, my throwing knives, your fucking Roy Mustang, that ain't killing most of the fucking enemies that we're fighting. So I wouldn't even bother with it right now.
Yeah. No, we got to what's it called?
Finish the campaign.
Yes. I was gonna say, damage them first before we can even use those abilities to finish them off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. My priority here is to just murder everything with the most murderous weapons that I can murder with.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yay, jumping puzzle.
Where? Fuck. How did you get past me?
I
Okay,
did
on
things.
my screen you were still sitting back, and then out of nowhere you were in the puzzle. By the way, this is the maze.
Uh-huh.
I know there is a facet in one of the maze parts. This is also the MC Escher part, if you couldn't tell by all the fucking stairs.
Uh-huh.
Don't remember which facet it is, but I do remember it was at one point when we were jumping around and stuff was starting to happen. So I will keep an eye out if I can remember.
You could teleport it to me.
No,
Oh.
I'll cut up. Where you going, buddy?
I'm looking. I like
Anything
the
over
space. I like the space area down there.
I like the random fucking upside down tree right there.
Right?
Alright. Aim for the bushes that are not nearly as far away as you think they are at first.
Or, you know. Up there. guys.
I really hate people that can regenerate their overshield and also have a regular shield.
Yes.
Double finisher.
I think that's my favorite finisher. Just get them on their
Which one is
knees,
it?
and then you pull out a flintlock pistol and just shoot them.
Oh, from Season of the Piratey Pirates?
Yeah. Season of the Plunder.
Trash season, by the way.
I mean, yeah. Trash season, good,
The only redeeming thing that I remember, it was Season of the Ark. And I was in love with my Ark Hunter.
mhm. That's when the Punchy Hunter came out, I think.
That was the Punchy Hunter. And
Punch,
I
dodge,
was...
punch, dodge, punch, dodge.
Exactly. It was so much punch dodge. I'll go prismatic in a second. Itch, make me stasis crystals.
He made you all the stasis.
Actually, did make me a single fucking one, but that's okay. I'm working on that wicked implement catalyst that I told you about from yesterday. Alright, go for the MCS or flares. Lego testing.
Our signal is coming from another one of the Traveler's gifts. But Zavala's not here. Vanguard, have you found him?
Hey, you're ready.
Not yet.
This part's bullshit.
Uh-huh. I died. Kidding. I made you turn around and look.
It would not surprise me. You would find the one fucking home.
Hey, they're immune. I can't do anything to them.
Correct.
I'm
Stick
gonna
with
run
me.
back. I'm just gonna run back this way. Found a subjugator that can shoot in the face. Keeps hiding from me though. Ow. Hey, you're about to die.
Hell no.
French toast. Stop shooting me.
Not a normal subjugator, he's a boss one.
Yep. Oh god, he got me. Damn, he got us both.
So he is one of the fucking stasis ones, and if you are near those crystals when they shatter, you die. No questions asked.
Yep. You ready?
I was changing up my gear.
Okay.
So yeah, run straight forward through this part, and we are going to go back to that same room that we were in, which is back and to the left.
Aha.
so that is 1.
Uh-huh.
Now here's what we're gonna do. Basically the same thing, but we have to go back to the center platform, so be careful. Because somebody is casting fucking lightning strikes.
Yes.
I can go invisible right now. I would need an enemy to kill. What is fucking hitting me?
The people from the center.
Oh, somebody's also releasing the bugs.
Oh, that's probably me. Thought I was shooting them, but I guess not.
I need... There we go. Or not. Okay. This is so much fun. Him chasing you and me chasing him and we're just not getting fucking anywhere.
Right?
Finish him.
Just execute them.
Going for the shield.
Grab the shield, Guardian.
The thing.
Wait for the supercharge. Alright. I'm dead, but he is
No!
also damaged. Yeah, I couldn't get away from him.
Oh, I don't have my super up. Fantastic. Oh my god, he's right on fucking top of you too. Two shots with the staff killed me.
Yep.
Although it was low health too.
Yeah, I am not a huge fan of this section. Ash and I took quite a few tries to do this. Just because again, the legendary campaign is just fucking bullshit in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, both of my hunter exotic rewards are meh at best.
Yeah.
So like I pretty much did it just to do it.
Did it once and you're really not gonna do it again on any other character.
Well, like, so there is armor attached to each class.
Yeah.
And if I remember, either the Titan or the Warlock does get a decent piece.
Yeah.
But it's so aggravating when my favorite class basically gets fucking shafted. I'm gonna go finish him.
Do it. Do it.
Side. What the fuck? Where did you go?
He's over here. Sorry, you need those, don't you?
No. I just need to not die right now. Shield's broken.
Super's down, right in the middle.
Super's going up.
And wash, rinse, repeat.
Unfucking fortunately, good sir. I fucking move! God, I hate being slowed. It's just... Cool. They fucking slowed me and hit me with tinnitus. And I lost my transcendence.
Yeah. But... on. This Grim would stop hiding behind pillars, I could easily fucking take him out.
Well, if it was that Grim, I just murdered it.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, he's at half health.
He's off the map.
He's not dead. He actually pulled a party trick and said, "Oops, gotcha. Get away from the ice cubes or crystals."
Trying to, I'm slowed. Slowed in
Trying to
between
get
the
into
lightning
finish
storm,
it.
you know, fucking. Ooh, that was
Might
close.
die right here again.
Good God, dude.
Cool.
God. Done. Hey, no one make this even harder. Taking ogres that push you off the edge.
Don't fucking give Bungie reasons to make this shit more bullshit. Stop running into me.
Me?
Yes.
Sorry.
You're like, I see you there trying to get out of the damage. Let me get in your way.
Oh, fucking bullshit. Oh, you do actually have a revive token.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
Mad dash to the center. You ready?
Yep, I got my super up too.
She's gonna bring some of the ads to me. Make ropes off of them. Alright.
Thank God.
Enemies down. Let's get out of here and find Taj.
Buddy?
What?
This place is falling apart. We gotta move.
What's up?
Place is falling apart. Just go.
Yeah.
We can always come back on normal to get the fucking chest.
Oh shit. On time limit
Not
too.
very way.
Guardian, Taj has a lock on the commander. Hurry.
Guardian down.
What are you doing? Oh. You didn't have to come back for me. Alright, hold on a second. Hold on. I want to see something.
I had to come back for my fire team. No man left behind.
Curious to see if I can get this chest for you. The enemy certainly didn't despawn. Assholes. Okay. Oh my god. No.
What?
It just puts me in joining allies.
Yeah, same here.
So it won't let us go back. That's lame.
How far back is it? Do you think we can get it in 4 seconds?
No. It was, I want to say it was probably around where I died. Oh, I'll let you take the lead because, this part's kind of cool. That's the monolith where the witness is witnessing. To your left. Right there.
Interesting.
So that big maelstrom of bullshittery. Now we have to go save Zavala from Zavala. And I'm gonna mute my comms.
Don't do it!
Zavala, please. Don't do this.
Roll those questions you were asking me a minute ago.
Uh-huh.
Here you go.
You come to us for answers. We too once looked to the silent god for purpose. But all he could offer was more life, void of meaning. No. Lies.
Zavala's ghost was destroyed?
Sir?
It's looping. Now we get to talk to people.
This changes nothing, Zavala. You're still our friend. You're still our commander.
It changes everything. I have no light, no purpose, no ghost.
I know you want to blame yourself, but Tarj knew what he was getting into.
Don't.
I remember his voice now. Voice actor. The Admiral from Mass Effect.
I was prepared.
I don't remember hearing him too much, but it rings a bell.
Yeah, the guy you take the Normandy from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was devoted. He was brave. And part of me resented him for that. Sometimes I wished he would just leave me to rot in peace.
Well, he did what ghosts are supposed to do, right? He recruited you for a war. And he chose to sacrifice himself so you could end it.
End it? How? I threw away my light for a riddle and a memory.
A memory that can save us all. Of the witness becoming what it is. What was made.
Can be unmade. Right. Right! Oh, we gotta link up with those defector specters again.
The place they showed me. It's here. The witness's memories became manifest too. I can guide us. But I'll need help.
We can do that.
Fireteam that sticks together dies together.
That is not a decent thought.
We keep our momentum and Zavala gets to focus on something that's not... You know, we ask a lot of our ghosts. And they don't get 1 second chance, much less a million that we do. Just wish I'd thanked my gal Sundance back when I could. But she knew I appreciated her. At least I hope.
Indubitably. Alright. Postbox thing.
Tarj was the kind of
It's
ghost
your
I thought
ghost.
I ought to be.
Mm-hmm.
There's no manual on how to do what we do, but Tarj always knew the right answer. He was dedicated, dutiful, and he knew Zavala better than Zavala knows himself. I want to believe that his light has returned to the Traveler like Sundance's did. Like mine will someday. Tarj is gone. Zavala is mortal, but their sacrifice can't be for nothing. We have to go to the memory of the place where the witness made itself, so we can learn how to unmake it. It's here, in the Pale Heart. I have faith in us. The Traveler has faith in us. And now, thanks to Tarj, we have a chance.
I see. Confront the witness in the place where it was made. Iconoclasm.
That is the final mission.
Which we will save for the next stream. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Griff, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. Especially thank you for the message from earlier. And again,
Of course.
men's health awareness, men's mental health awareness. If you're struggling, I implore you to reach out to friends, family, a hotline, hell, even reach out to a random stranger. You know, maybe a random text message will save your life one day. But
You're not alone.
yes, you are definitely not alone. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. If you did enjoy the stream, I would appreciate a follow. Find me on Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, at Bearded Druid Gamer. Until next time, I hope everybody has a great night, and as always, stay safe.
Stay safe.